The little girl had only taken a nap on the withered tree, but to her surprise, the next moment, the withered tree miraculously came back to life. Even the bare surroundings instantly bloomed with flowers and grass. So the old man kneeled and prayed to God, swearing that he would take good care of the little lucky star. But a year later, the girl was found chained up in the yard, even starving. She had to fight with the dog for food, because the old man who had adopted her had just passed away. The old man's son and daughter-in-law began to mistreat the girl. They would tie her up like a dog every day, starve her, and even plan to turn her into a human dumpling to eat. This scene was witnessed by a kind-hearted woman. Seeing the girl about to be eaten, the woman rushed to stop them. When she saw the woman holding a basket of sweet potatoes, the old man's daughter-in-law allowed her to exchange the sweet potatoes for the girl. Unable to bear the thought of such a cute child being eaten, the woman gave them the sweet potatoes and took the girl home, intending to adopt her as her daughter. But when her mother-in-law and brother-in-law saw she had traded the family's emergency rations for a girl, they were too furious to speak. After all, their own family was close to starving to death, so when it was time for dinner, they refused to let the girl eat, intending to starve her to death. But the girl, though starving, longed for steamed buns. Yet in the famine era, even the governor couldn't get steamed buns. How could a poor child like her have any? But the next moment, steamed buns fell from the sky like rain, pounding into their yard. This made the woman realize that the girl was no ordinary child. To test it further, the woman asked the girl if there was anything else she wanted to eat. Surprisingly, the girl said she wanted meat. The next second, several wild rabbits ran right into their yard. This made the mother-in-law and brother-in-law overjoyed. After all, their eldest grandson hadn't had meat in ages, but only the woman knew. The girl was a little lucky star who could make her wishes come true. When the neighbors saw the woman's family eating meat, they realized the woman's house must have plenty of food. They felt they had sold the girl too cheaply. So, under the cover of darkness, they snuck into the woman's house and stole all the steamed buns and rabbit meat. However, the girl noticed. Everyone fought to grab the food, but the elderly mother fainted from weakness. Yet the brother-in-law and his wife weren't concerned about her health. Instead, they were upset about the lost buns. To prevent the grandmother from dying from the pain, the family dragged her on a cart to the city to find a doctor. On the way, they happened to encounter the princess, who was giving out porridge on the street. The princess had been married for 5 years without bearing a child, so she did good deeds every day, hoping for a child soon. But the girl immediately noticed that the princess was followed by the spirits of 5 babies. She was certain that the princess was carrying quintuplets, 4 boys and 1 girl. But the princess, with a flat belly, refused to believe it and worried about not having a child. She said no, but the girl explained. The spirits of the 5 babies were surrounding her, unable to enter her belly because of something impure in the princess's garden. Despite everyone warning not to trust a child's words, the princess, desperate for a child, decided to take them to the palace, and promised that if they found something impure, she would reward them greatly. So they arrived at the princess's garden. The prince, learning the princess had invited a divining mother and son, also joined in the excitement, but warned them, if they found something impure, they would be rewarded with gold. If not, they would be executed for deceiving the royal family. They dug for a long time, but only found a stone.